My role at Shangweni Polocrosse 2019 was to generate content, so get photos, use a GoPro and just get some cool content to go out on the feeds.
My role at Shangweni Polocrosse was to basically distribute the content that was created. So I was posting on the actual feed. So I was basically static the whole time. I sat at a table and just posted as the content came in.
Doing live coverage, it breaks up design posts on the feeds and it just brings something different to social media for Polocrosse.
So obviously we do plan beforehand. We had planned basically 4 posts per game, and there's 4 games per day. But obviously a lot of live coverage comes from on the spot, on the fly. You'll hear the commentator saying like there's a kids playroom being put up or whatever. So a lot of it lands up being ad hoc and you land up having to do a lot of it on the spot. And that's also what kind of makes live coverage so cool, because you're able to really document what's happening in that moment.
My role at Shangweni Polocrosse was an intern, so I had to do a bit of everything, content creation and community management, so I had to learn a lot, and which was exciting.
We established a goal that we wanted and we definitely exceeded that in the end. I think that is one of the beauties of, I guess, social media, is that you are able to keep tabs, and for me I think it's probably one of the amazing things about our team is that you can have 5 or 6 people who have got the same logins to the same accounts who are making sure that everything's done to the level that we want, whether that's adding a location or changing a hashtag. It's not about just one person doing it.
My role for the Polocrosse was more before the event, so it was all about setting up design posts and templates that would be used on the actual day. When I can't be there at a live event, I think I try to make sure that there is guidelines and a sort of mood board for the sort of aesthetic and look and feel we're going for that brand, especially for that event. It's just to ensure that we're always staying on brand and staying cohesive, I think, in your coverage. And then I think you also just check in every once in a while to make sure that everything's going okay.
Working this event actually just forced me to get to know the game, and we found the whole team at the end was like cheering for our best players and things. So what's changed my perspective, I think, first of all, Coffee was the very first creative agency to ever do live coverage for Polocrosse worldwide. So I think we in ourselves have changed the perspective of Polocrosse, because people all around the world are able to see what it's like on social media from a live perspective, and I think that was like groundbreaking.
So I think in general the feedback on the day was amazing. So for me, we're behind the scenes, so it's only about the people who actually know that you're involved, but the people who knew that were involved were hugely complimentary on the day. And then subsequent to that, the guys who engaged with us to be involved were incredibly happy. They were sort of blown away. I don't think they really had expectations. That when we spoke to them about what do they want, they kind of said, well, you guys are the experts, we trust you to get it done. So they've been really happy, and again I think this is going to spill into other work, both directly with them and then with other businesses linked to them. So all in all, it was a great event. They were happy clients. I think we achieved their goals, which is ultimately what we set out to do.